historically, back in the 90s, when the recession that we had to have and all that sort of stuff. Patrick may not remember that. You might be a bit young too yourself, Bruce. But the NAB was famous for sort of pulling back before things got ugly. They seemed there's a couple of times when they sort of seemed to have had a sixth sense and they pull back while the other lenders were lending like crazy. But you're thinking that maybe this time they're first to get their money back, maybe ahead of everybody else. And that's one of the things that we're wondering is who's going to go first. So is it going to be the ATO? Is it going to be the banks? What do you think?
I think the banks will hold off as long as they can. They don't want to be seen to be the bad guys. And at some point, surely the Deputy Commissioner is going to have to get some money in to pay for all of these programs. So okay. I think it'll be the Commissioner.
Yeah, okay. So you think it'll be the ATO. Again, I was promised, someone told me that there was going to be 100 wind-ups from the ATO a week starting in May. I haven't seen them yet. It's funny, you go around town and you talk to all these experts and, someone says, oh, I've been talking to the ATO and they said 100 a week. And then you talk to someone else and they said, well, I was talking to the ATO and they said not this calendar year. So what about yourself, Patrick? Who's going to go first, do you think?
Yeah, look, good question, Nick. I think the optics around the ATO winding up 100 businesses a week would just be, really poor and prohibitive. What I think they'll do is they'll target sort of the bad actors who owe a lot and who aren't really coming to the table in terms of wanting to negotiate payment plans and so on. I think they'll start there and then they'll slowly start to work their way through. So I don't think they're going to be particularly heavy-handed, sort of too hard, too early, but they'll ease into it. And I suspect the big banks will probably do much of the same, where they'll, as Bruce said, I think they'll carry their customers along as long as they can, albeit they'll start to certainly tighten over time.